Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another NerdSync stream with me, Bryce. And today, we're going to be playing some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. More particularly, the other bits of DLC haven't come out yet, so it just says wait for your legacy to continue. So Legacy of the First Blade, gotta wait on Chapter 3 to come out to continue on with that storyline. So in the meantime, I thought, and I mentioned this on the last stream, I thought we could wrap up some character arcs, right? So we've got Alcibiades mission here, I think a Socrates mission. Oh, maybe. How do I? Oh, there's not. No. I don't know what I did just then. There it goes. No. Ooh, these are all Pirate Island missions. Socrates is somewhere. Socrates, right there. Okay, so he's on Delos. So we got Alcibiades, Socrates, and Odessa. I want to kind of wrap up all three of theirs. If you guys remember, Odessa is one of the first characters that I really interacted with in the game. You had a romance option, but I actually made the comment that I just met you. Why would I use this romance option now? But it looks like, and I thought she was just a one-off character, but it looks like she's got a whole arc that we can follow, so that's awesome. Of course, we got Alcibiades, who we all know very well from my previous gameplay, and of course Socrates of legend, and also from the previous gameplay. So I figured we'd start off with Alcibiades and wrap up his storyline. But as we jump into this, actually maybe I'll wait until the chat fills up a little bit to really kind of talk about it. But I would like to talk about the DLC, the Legend of the Legacy of the First Blade DLC. It's all right. I've enjoyed playing through it, but it felt kind of weird to me when I was playing through it, and it also felt weird to people online, especially people who were choosing homosexual relationships, or or choosing not to be in relationships. Basically, the biggest issue with the DLC is that it forces you to start a family, whether you want to or not. It turns out, on my last League stream, I wasn't sure about this, but I went and looked it up. Of course, Darius had a daughter, because I'm playing as Alexios, so you have the romantic interest there. But if you play as Cassandra, Darius has a son. And so you end up with a heterosexual relationship either way, and the DLC essentially forces you to have children. If you choose, spoilers, I guess I should have said spoilers. If you choose to, at the end of the DLC say, hey, I really like you, go ahead and stay here with me, you end up having a kid. And if you tell them to go, or if you tell Darius and his child to go away, the game basically has them leave, but then they come back, and all of a sudden they're back, and there's this big, oh, we shouldn't let, good friendship, like real connection is hard to find in the world, and we shouldn't let that go to waste. And then you just have a kid, and it's like, okay, I didn't choose this, I actually told them to leave. Why is this happening? But anyway, so that causes a problem for anybody that was playing their character in that way. But especially, like, okay, I'm going to go off on the rant part of it now. I was going to wait until the chat got more populated. But I'll go off on my rant now for anybody that's watching this in post. That way you don't have to wait. My biggest issue with that is, I've mentioned it before, when it comes to games and immersion and stuff, I like to play characters, especially in RPGs. I play characters in RPGs based on myself. I try to make choices based on what I would do, the way I feel, the way I would be playing it. So for me, I get that means I'm, a heterosexual guy, and, that would be kind of how I would play those characters. And so for me, it didn't really cause a problem per se, because I played into the relationship in the game. But it did feel weird to me. Like, I felt like it was very forced. But to somebody who's maybe, you know, not heterosexual, they can't play the character the way they want to play because the game forces you into a role. It, like, forces you into that role. It forces you into that heterosexual relationship. Which, you know, I mean, somebody could be, you know, either way. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty. Point being, it limits the way that you can interact with the game. My thing with that is, and I don't 100% fault the game developers for this, is Assassin's Creed has always been story-based, and it's always been based on the characters. Which was fine when we were playing as somebody like Ezio, where we didn't really have a lot of choice, and he's kind of like, he's a player, he gets out there, and he's, you know, he's always trying to get with the next woman. Then it makes sense, because we're playing to his character. But when you give us options, when you give us these RPG elements into the game, this has been my biggest criticism for the Assassin's Creed game series in general, is they have jumped genres and tried to keep the game the exact same way, and you just can't. If you give us those RPG elements, if you allow us to kind of craft our own story and make the character that we're playing how we want to play them, you need to give us all of the options. If I don't want to be in a relationship with the character that you introduced in the DLC, I shouldn't have to be. That's the biggest issue. If you wanted a storyline, if you wanted to wrap up this character's storyline and make them like a big, impactful character like Ezio was, that's great and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with, hey, that character is heterosexual and they end up in a relationship and they have a kid and that's how their life goes on. That's fine. If it is a linear story-based game, which Assassin's Creed no longer is. And I think that's the big issue that the creators of this game, the people who wrote the storyboard, the people who made the DLCs, they don't quite get that. I feel like they still really want the classic Assassin's Creed style, but they've created a game where it's an RPG and you have choice and you can't limit your players like that because you're gonna get backlash. Like I said, even for me, it was a little weird because it was like, wow, I chose one romantic choice with this character and now suddenly we're like together and living together and having a child, and it's like, well, wait a minute, maybe I didn't want it to go that far. You gave me these RPG choices, but then you still forced me into that role. So point being, it's not just an issue for people that didn't get to play the character to their style and the way they wanted to play. It's an issue for everyone, and everyone should take issue with that. You know, that's just my take on it. Anyway, they've said that, you know, because of the backlash, I don't know if it's because of the backlash or if they intended this intentionally, that basically what the explanation they gave was that was their way of wrapping up Alexios and Cassandra's story. Like, hey, they end up having a family, blah, 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 you know, this, that, and the other. It's kind of a way to wrap up that character, but we're not wrapping up the game with that. So they basically said that the choices or the ending for that part of the DLC will not affect the rest of the game. You're not forced into staying in that relationship. You know, the child isn't going to, like, weigh you down like, oh, I can't go out and make these other choices now because I have a kid to think about. Which, there again, just creates this problem where it's like, okay, you've made an RPG game now. I have this consequence of now I have a child, but it wasn't based on my choice. But now it doesn't matter, and so it's like, wait, okay, do my choices matter or do they not matter? Because even when I don't make the choice, it still doesn't matter, and that's very confusing to me. Anyway, and then without getting too far into it, the mission's right in front of me with Alcibiades, so I want to get into that. But kind of like the next step in that also is, like, what about Alexios' family? Like, in my game, I saved everyone in the family. Everybody lived. Now I have a kid, so my parents have grandkids. You know, Cassandra and Stentor have a nephew? A nephew. I was like, wait, is Alexios' kid a male or female? So they have a nephew now, but that doesn't come up. Like, you don't see the family visiting, and it's like, you have a family estate in Sparta. but you're gonna just pick this house up on a hill. I mean, that's fine, but RPG consequence, it's the whole thing is just baffling to me. Like I said, I didn't hate the expansion, but I do hate that forced kind of feel, if that makes sense. So anyway, my ranting aside, we're gonna go ahead and get on with the... I feel like I should have had like a zoom in on my face cam, because you guys have just been staring at Alexios just kind of standing here doing nothing. We're gonna go ahead and get on with Alcibiades, and we'll wrap up his story, and then probably go to Socrates and then Odessa. That's how I'm feeling. This is probably gonna progress. So let's jump right into this.
Alcibiades, you look like you're having fun.
The gods work fast. I wished someone as beautiful as me were here, and you arrived.
You're drunk.
You're drunker than normal.
You'll have to forgive me. At this time of night, I like to get to the point when I have a pretty face staring back at me.
You do realize the sun is up, right?
Yes, what about it?
Starting a bit early, aren't you?
Starting? No. This is ending in the most spectacular fashion.
Another successful party, then.
The only kind I know. Although I have a slight problem. There's an important politician here who really needs to get back home. But gods know I can't make the trip.
Sure.
I'll make sure he gets home safe.
Yes, safe. Right, it should be an easy trip, although you may have to carry him at this point. Lucky man.
Why can't the politician stay here tonight?
You could let him stay here.
I would, but it's never good to let a politician stay the night. It's a rule of mine.
I'm surprised you have rules.
Oh, you know how they can be. Never want to stop talking. There's only so much I can take. But for you, I'd break all of my rules.
What has he done to be so special?
Well, it was something to do with people, I think. Gods, I don't know. You may as well ask me what I ate 10 days ago.
So, you party often?
As often as I can.
I'm not sure how you do it.
Practice, practice, practice. The more I do, the better chance of having a clearer head than those around me.
So you're looking to gain an advantage?
Sounds like an addiction.
Over my allies? Never! Actually, let's not talk about such things.
I'll try to get the politician home before he completely passes out.
Wonderful. Just take him north of the port of Piraeus. His home is somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there. Designated rider. Alright. Come on, horse. Pretty sure I can... Yeah, that's what I thought. That was a mighty toss I just gave. Also, that cannot be a comfortable riding position for this guy. Especially because my horse is on fire.
Spinning and bouncing. You're going to hurt someone.
I will say I like Alcibiades'
Careful.
Ooh.
Don't want to be caught
the
here.
Agora. I do like Alcibiades' theme. It's very light and peppy.
Wait! Where are we going? This way. Are you sure this is the right way? It doesn't look familiar.
Also, why is a politician in armor?
Yeah! Let's go.
We're gonna take a shortcut. Oh, we're not gonna take a shortcut.
Yeah!
Just kidding. Oh.
Come on.
Oh, that's not a shortcut. There's a wall there. Well, guess we'll go outside of the wall. Oh, sorry, person. What? How do I get over there then? What the heck?
Ella.
No. Well, this is problematic. How do I get to his house? Just ride on the rooftops. This is fine. I'm literally riding my horse around on rooftops. Excuse. Oh, that's not an alleyway either. What the heck? How do I get to this place? There we go. Maybe this is an alleyway through the wall. Yeah.
Why did you bring me here?
Is this really what it is?
like we were told. Get him!
No escape. Stop running. Here, I've lost them. Ares! Getting away from me.
Oh, it's a good thing my drunk politician friend can fight.
Save my life.
Any reason someone would want to kill you?
I'm a politician. Could have been anything. Thank you, Miss Theos.
Politician's torso. Great. Glad we got that. Do I need to go back and talk to Alcibiades now? Because that seemed very odd. Yep, Alcibiades. Alcibiades. Blah, 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 blah. Athena. Ooh, excuse me. So anyway, yeah, the expansion. That was honestly one of my biggest gripes about it. Is it's like, okay, if I'm starting a family with Alexios, what happened to the family I had before? Like, what about Alexios's mom? Because I saved everyone in my playthrough. Why are we just like pretending they don't exist? Thanks, Ubisoft. I guess my choices didn't matter at all. Can I leap off this way? Oh yeah, there's hay bales. Alright, Alcibiades, you tried to have that person killed, obviously. This hurts so much. That's the thing, is you gotta remember too, like, I don't know where everybody in the chat lives, but where I live in the United States, the ground is pretty much all covered in dirt. And I don't mean like the dirt that you see here, like this dirt road that I'm running on, that's kind of like essentially a layer of dust over the top of rock. Like, I'm talking like soft earth dirt. This area in this game is not like that. It's rocky and hard. And like when he makes those hero jumps off of the hills back there, he's coming down onto like solid rock. That would hurt so bad. I know, I'm trying to justify the realism
You
of
have
a
the habit
video
of
game, but
appearing
whatever.
the moment I need you. What a power I may wield.
Is there ever a time you don't need me?
Good point.
The drunk politician you had me take home. We ran into a bit of trouble.
That's terrible. I'm glad to see you're okay.
Yes, thankfully we both made it out alive.
Oh, I see. Thank you for telling me.
You seem disappointed.
I'm just impressed you were able to save the both of you.
You said you needed something.
Ah, to business already. Fine. It's simple, really. There's an item that holds great sentimental value I'd like you to retrieve.
Oh, really?
What do I need to find?
It's an Olisvos. If you saw it on the ground, even you wouldn't bend over to pick it up. But it means so much to me. To hold it again would mean more than you know.
You're being dramatic.
That seems a bit emotional, even for you. You've gone soft.
I'm anything but soft, I assure you.
Focus, Alcibiades. What is an olisvos?
It brings pleasure. When my body grows too tired after a long night, having one of these can let the fun continue.
What's so special about it? Where do you get your stamina? Everything about this character is sexual.
Every time we talk, it seems like you're about to sleep with someone. Or want to, or you've just finished. Is this woman the most recent one?
Who said I slept with her?
It was a safe guess. How do you find time for anything else?
Determination, mostly. There's a closeness you can only feel with someone in those moments. Who wouldn't crave that?
Sounds like an addiction.
There has to be a story behind this thing.
When you see the Olisvos, you'll know. When you have it in your hands, against your skin, when you feel the weight of it, you'll know.
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
You're a big boy. Yourself.
I sure am. But there's a small chance the woman who has it won't exactly be happy to see me again.
Sure.
I'll get the olivos for you.
There's a small chance the woman may wish to keep it for herself, to spite me. It may be best to go unseen and hurry back. She lives east of here.
Don't worry. You'll have it in your hands soon.
Everything about Alcibiades is sexual. Everything. I mean, this is to be expected, but still.
There'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
Really? 3 guards? That's it? Looks like it. Okay, how am I supposed to... Oof. Okay, I'm gonna have to, like, knock someone out. Oh, crap. I can't believe I have to kill somebody for essentially what sounds like a sex toy. Excuse you, layperson. Why are you attacking me? Why? Why? Why are lay people attacking me? Pardon? I need to borrow your back for a second, sir. I killed a dude over this Alcibiades. It better be the best thing in the world. That guy is really struggling with that wall. Okay, so I knocked that guy out. That guy needs to stop looking for me.
You're dead.
Okay, there's no way he still knows where I am. I'm gonna try and knock the other guys out instead of killing them. Cool. Definitely choking him out. The tree got in the way and it wouldn't let his character model overlap there.
I should try to stay out of sight. It's made out of stone. I guess that could work.
thieving sellsworn.
Alright, Alcibiades. I had to kill a guy for this. You nasty. That's the guy that's running away from what I did. I just slammed into him and the girl that he's with.
Ah, that's it in your hand. You brought it. It's different than I remember it looking. And much bigger, too. She's going to miss it.
This was never yours, was it? You had me steal it.
We didn't just steal an Olisfos. We stole a family heirloom and a husband's confidence. Without it, he'll be focused on his wife instead of his business. I think she'll enjoy the change of pace.
I don't like liars.
You lied. Again.
I don't think I did. I was very particular with my words.
You said it was sentimental.
It is, just not to me. There wasn't a single lie.
That's not how it feels.
The only thing that matters
See,
is
Alcibiades
you
is a bad guy.
retrieved Olisfos and helped me a great deal.
And what about me?
Now, we wash each other's backs, don't we? There's a reason you never turn me down, after all. How about I show you how these Olisfos can make all
Nope,
the
absolutely
difference?
not.
That's not what I meant. Guess I can't turn you down after all.
I deserve that.
Yeah, you did. You nasty. Alcibiades gauntlets? What do his gauntlets do? Someone say Alcibiades has unnatural stamina. Maybe these gloves help his hands from cramping. 12% health and warrior damage. That's ridiculous. The Mystios' Van Braces would actually be more helpful to me than these things. But I'm also not keeping those either. So, there's that. Alright, let's look at the quest markers. Acris, Agrippos, or Agrippios, Agrippios, Alcibiades. There he is. We're just gonna keep running down this trail of missions here until we find an end somewhere. I'm gonna sneeze. Just kidding, I'm not gonna sneeze. Yeah. That's where my throat like popped funny. I did not mark the mission. That would have been a good idea. Oh, I did mark the mission. Oh,
I don't want to be spotted here.
how did I get in there? I just walked in. You guys have terrible security if you don't expect anybody to actually just wander in by accident.
We're gonna have a problem if you step any closer.
That looks like an assassin.
A power I wield indeed. I told you last time I thought I could summon you when needed, and it has happened yet again.
And for what this time?
My friend here needs to be taken to the sanctuary of Elefsis, near the border of Mecharis. He'll finish the trek across the border on his own.
Oh, I didn't see the options down there. Stop using your power. Let me guess, another lie.
So, do you want to lie to me now or later?
Whatever do you mean?
Is this friend of yours actually a friend? I'm not going to find out they're a wanted criminal, or they don't actually want your help, am I?
I'm hurt that you jump straight to accusations. A relationship must be built on trust, after all.
Which you have given none.
Fuck you, Odyssey. To get trust, you have to prove you deserve it. And you've lied to me more than once.
You and I have different views of trust. Nothing more. I've kept things to myself, but never to hurt you.
Let's get to it. I'm
No,
just
just to
supposed
hurt
to
other
take your
people
friend
and to
across
have
the
me
border.
hurt other people.
Yes.
Nothing else?
Carefully, if you can. Avoid roads, people. Be invisible. My friend must be kept safe.
I'll make sure he's safe.
I'd hoped you'd say that.
Every time you ask me to do something secretly, someone dies. What is it this time?
Not everyone was born with your beautiful muscles built for, well, everything. Some of us work better by avoiding fights. This time, that's all I ask.
There are lots of safe passages through these parts. Tell your friend to go alone.
He could, but imagine if something happened and you saved him. Imagine the things I'd do to show my gratitude.
And why do you always turn to me?
You've proven yourself worthy. Plus, I like watching you walk away.
We should be on our way.
He needs to get to the sanctuary of Elefsis. It isn't far, although it may take you longer than usual.
It won't be a problem.
I'm glad we aren't going by sea. Alcibiades told me about you.
They
He
won't
said
ask any
you're
questions.
blessed by the gods.
Best keep out of sight.
Τελείαν πάλι.
It's nice of you to help someone you don't know at all.
We were specifically told to stay off the main roads. You were doing the thing that we were told not to do.
We should stay on the safest route possible.
Every once in a while, I feel like the horse animations start to freak out, like what they were doing just a second ago. There, it's doing it again. Where my guy is like a twig on top of this horse. Alright, so far so good. Oh, got him. Nice. The arc on that arrow was perfect. I'm sure the game assisted me. I'm sure I didn't make that shot myself, but still. Well, we made it safe, I guess.
That's better. I was starting to get sweaty under that hood.
You're a woman?
You couldn't tell by the chest arm anyway.
Nice of you to notice.
Alcibiades said...
Exactly what I told him to. It was safer that way. I owe Alcibiades a lot for his help, and for trusting you with my life as well.
Enough lies. Tell me what's happening.
I said I was a man, so nobody would recognize me. I needed to escape my husband unseen.
And you trusted Alcibiades?
No one escapes my husband. He'd find me. It's been tough. I'm not sure I would have lasted much longer.
So let me guess. Alcibiades owed you a favor. Or now has some scheme where you owe him.
I'm not sure what you mean. He didn't ask anything of me, and I've never known him to do so. I know many people he's helped at the expense of nobody but himself.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could help.
Please give Alcibiades my thanks. I only wish I had more to offer him. And you, for the help. I'll never forget either of you.
A tiny blade.
LFCs. What great mysteries do you hide from us?
Okay, let's make sure where the next mission is for Alcibiades. So it is right there beside us. I wondered if, because I don't
Off we
remember
go
that
now.
mission being there. So Alcibiades actually helped someone, seemingly. I don't trust it yet. I'm sure we're about to find out. Also, why is he here?
The sun and moon combined could not grant the beauty that my bride-to-be was gifted. If the gods blessed me, they did so with one eye closed. But their eyes were wide open for her.
Excuse me? Stop.
Please stop. Your poetry is sweet enough to make someone vomit.
I won't stop until the whole world knows how I feel.
So, you're in love.
Yes, the wedding nears, and there is so much to be done.
If you need help, I'm here for you.
Accepting before knowing what I ask of you? That's a rare surprise. I do still need a few things. Food for an offering, a ring, and some flowers. If you could
Oh, you
bring
know,
them
kinda
to
like
my
the
bride,
biggest parts of a
Iris,
wedding.
She'll make use of them.
The food, the ring, and the... Well, the flowers aren't super important, but... Decorations.
I've known you for a while now, but you've never mentioned Iris.
There's plenty I haven't mentioned. I'm sure you could say the same to me.
So what is it about Iris that turns you into, well, what I saw?
You're not jealous, are you? Don't worry. She's very open. I suppose that's one of my favorite things about her. The openness.
So, flowers, a ring, and food. Where can I find Iris?
She should be at the altar of love. Aptly named, don't you think? Oh, and don't be too taken by her beauty.
Watch, she's gonna be like super ugly. Oh goodness, that's so far away. Oh, I think I'm gonna make it there without you. There we go. Let's go. We're gonna cut straight across here. Oh. Excuse. Links! Why? Why are links? I hate links. So much. Oh, there's a treasure up there.
Here it is. There it is. Found it.
Oh, hey, there's a tablet there. Is this place guarded? The Temple of Love is... No, it's not guarded. Okay. There just happen to be guards in it.
I think this will be a nice enough offering.
Elbow Greece. Ready for a long hike? At the top of this mountain, you can see the entirety of Greece. Follow the road west of the statue of Prometheus. Then your long journey north begins. Find me at the peak of Oropos Heights. Do I know where that is? Is this it? No. The peak of Oropos Heights. So that's probably here. That looks like a peak, if I ever saw one. Don't really feel like going there right now, but it's something I can do later. Selection of fine food. And I'm just going to carry all of this back. Ah! The altar of love is
Better stay
guarded.
hidden.
Thank you for passing out.
These flowers should be good enough for the wedding.
Shoot, is that a guard right over there? No, it's not. And I'm just gonna sneak
Hopefully this
real quick.
jewelry is up to Alcibiades standards.
Did I just like steal all of that? And it's actually oh, that's a guard dog. Thought there was a lion laying there for a second. Oh wait, wasn't I also supposed to find his wife? Yup. Oh shoot, well I might as well clear this place, right? There's the captain. And let's go ahead and steal the treasure as well.
I could feel it.
Oh, sorry I had to kill you. You gave me no choice. Okay, apparently that guy outside was not the captain.
Report, soldier.
You have no chance.
He's running away. Why couldn't I hit him? Excuse, game.
They're getting away.
Alright. Let's go get Alcibiades' wife.
Let me guess. Alcibiades sent you.
He did. How did you know?
Or she's
He has a
unwilling.
skill for making others do things he doesn't want to. On top of that, he prefers if those people are attractive. He's so predictable. It's what made this whole thing so easy.
She's actually double-crossing him.
It almost sounds like you're using him. What has been easy?
Making him fall in love with me, of course. Please, Alcibiades is not the man you marry for love.
Then why are you marrying him?
Alcibiades has a true chance of ruling one day. Well, he'll be the face, but I'll be the one truly leading. The Aspasia to his Pericles.
Huh.
I'm impressed. I didn't think Alcibiades would ever be on the receiving end of something like this.
He's used to being on the receiving end.
Well, you definitely have something in common.
I'll pretend that was a compliment.
And what if I tell Alcibiades all of this?
Why would you? You've seen him. He's happy. And I'll make sure he stays that way. There's nothing wrong with me getting something in return, but it's your choice. Thanks for helping with the wedding.
Well, shoot. Now, do I be honest with Alcibiades, or do I let this just go to plan? Honestly, Alcibiades is probably fine with being used, let's be honest. Oops. I meant to talk to him, not take that gold. Hello? There we go.
It's all done.
Wonderful. So, what did you think about Iris?
She's great. Ooh, she's great, or you could do better, so I'm not even being forthright with... I feel like you should have the option to just be like, yeah, so she's using you, but whatever. Now, let's be honest.
You must see something in her that I don't.
Well, that's true. Quite often, too. But still, I'm surprised to hear you say that.
There we go.
You can't marry her. She told me she's using you for her own gain.
Is that so?
It is.
I knew she was special. To think I wasn't
Told
able
you.
to catch on. I can't wait to marry her. I'm glad you and I were able to work together, Alexios.
So what was all of this for? Everything you had me do couldn't have been for nothing.
You've earned my trust. Are you sure you want to know?
So that package in Corinthia.
I almost forgot about that. I needed to get rid of the Oberos to pay off a debt. Plus, I needed spies to infiltrate Vardas's command. And my plan worked. Thanks to you.
All right. What about the politician?
He was brilliant and opposed me. A fatal combination. So, he needed replacing. And I had a much dumber man perfect for the job. He survived the party and you got him home safely. But it didn't matter in the end.
The woman with the Olisvos.
We talked about this. It wasn't about the woman, but her husband. He governs the trade routes between Attica and Mecharis. Or, I should say, I do now.
What about your friend, the one pretending to be a man?
That was out of the goodness of my heart. And gods curse anyone who doubts that.
I've heard enough.
Aren't you going to ask me about Iris?
Let me guess. Rich house, respected family. With her wealth, you can rule all of Athens.
Of course not. I marry for love. If those other things happen, well, I wouldn't complain.
I never would have guessed.
Each time everyone sees a more serious Alcibiades. The Alcibiades I've only shown glimpses of in the past. One day you'll see everything I was working toward. And you'll know you helped make it happen. Attica and lands far beyond will thank you, even if they don't know your name.
I'm glad I could help. Oh, I'll make sure you don't forget me when you lead Athens.
I'd never forget you. You're far too useful.
Ah! Why is there links here? Jeez! Get out of here. Stupid feral cat. But geez, I saved your life again. I hope you're welcome.
It's such a beautiful day, and there will be so many more to come.
Alright, let's see. That might have been the end of his quest chain. Oh wait, hold on. Nope, that's Odessa. I think that might be it. That might be the end of Alcibiades' quest chain. Phokis. Konya. He's not gonna be on Kephallonia. Yeah, the Kephalonian Islands. I don't even see any missions out in this area. Laconia. Roxana. Sparring with Roxana. Is she... the Huntress lady? I think she might be. I really highly doubt Alcibiades would be all the way out here. Purple Pain. Yeah, I'm gonna just say that all of these are probably Masara. Yeah. So none of these are people-related missions. Except for that one. Nope, that one's a location-related too. Alright. So we're done with Alcibiades' story, which means it's time to move on to Socrates. Oh, there's also Kira. We could work on her storyline as well, maybe at some point. I just want to swoop around real quick. Make sure I'm not missing another Alcibiades mission somewhere. Nope. Looks like that is the end of the Alcibiades missions. Petrified Islands. I said forest. Yeah. Alright. Well then, it is time to move on to finishing up Socrates. So let's do that. Hey Shy, welcome to the stream. No, she's not the Huntress lady. Okay, well thank you for that, because I had forgotten who Roxana was. And I still don't know. I don't remember crossing paths with her. Apparently she was forgettable in my playthrough. Or maybe I just never met her at all. That's her first mission. You haven't met her yet. My goodness. Way to be on top of it there, Shy. So this was the closest point to that. Trying to break my legs. Of course. Get let me on the horse. Alright. So Socrates. Ooh. This is fine. Sacred Lake. Sanctuary of Apollo. So I haven't been to any of these places before. Uh-oh. We got ourselves a lookout point that I have. Why is there a harvestable tree in the middle of the road?
Come on.
I could have been trampled.
I got a lookout point that somehow I have not gotten yet. You know what that means? We gotta go get that lookout point. Treasuries. I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to just walk up to the treasury like this. Grand Temple of Apollo. There we go. There will be guards here.
They'll be on high alert here.
Good night. This is massive. And I can't even see the whole thing from where I am right now. Jeez, this thing really is massive. Oh, wait. Was this not even a lookout point? It's from the head of that naked statue. Wonderful. Glad I am here. Breaking legs. Crunch.
The birthplace of Apollo himself. Impressive.
Please. There we go. Gosh dang it, game. It took me so long to pick him up. lay on top of your buddy over here. You two just hang out. Saw nothing. Saw nothing.
What's going on there?
You saw nothing.
Just my imagination.
Exactly. Your imagination just choked out a dude. Perfect. Do I have to go in the other side now? I do. Gosh dang it. Alright, you all just, you know, kind of hang out. And we'll be alright. Shy says, so I was having a conversation with a very religious Christian about my own religion. I was talking about how it may have been possible that Greek Roman gods may have lived at one point. As in, like, in an actual, like, I mean, we don't, I don't know if you want to recount that because you didn't go into further explanation, but where is the other treasure? Why is it up there? Was that, like, a part that I have to, like, climb up to get into? Because yes, it is. Hey, TJ, welcome to the stream. Oh, happy belated birthday, by the way, TJ. Thank you for being here. Oh, good. I got an ornate axe. Just what I wanted. Alright, time to go talk to Socrates. What is the new expansion? Okay, TJ, TLDR, if you don't want it spoiled for you, turn off the stream right now. But basically, there's a big issue with the latest expansion for the Legacy of the Hidden Blade because, well, I guess I can talk about it without spoiling it. Basically, no matter what you choose, you get the same ending. So they made this game an RPG, but no matter what you choose, no matter what choices you've made in the past in the game, it always turns out the same. It doesn't matter if you chose Alexios or Cassandra. It doesn't matter if you, in the expansion, chose to become romantically involved with one of the characters or not. A linear RPG, exactly. I think that's my biggest criticism of the Assassin's Creed games right now, is they went RPG style, but they're still trying to stick to a linear story progression, and it doesn't work. If you want to build a character like Ezio was and have that linear story for that one specific character, that's awesome. That creates a great opportunity for storytelling and character development. But when you give us choices and then force us into a storyline that goes against the choices we're making, that's not an RPG. It takes away all of the, like, the feel of it, I guess. I don't know.
Socrates, you just make friends wherever you go, don't you?
Alexios, what a pleasant surprise. What brings you to Thelos?
They don't pronounce it Delos. I mean, that doesn't surprise me that they pronounce it a different way, but they just pronounce the D as a th. D as a TH. Ezio is my favorite protagonist, TJ. Prove you wrong. I would have to come up with a good valid argument for that. JKL, I don't want to fight. I'll fight you over this. Nah, honestly, controversial thought. Ezio is my favorite by far. My second favorite, though, is actually Arno from the French Assassin's Creed. That I cannot recall the actual name of the game, because the game itself was not good, and it was riddled with bugs, and it was bad. But his character arc, and Arno as a character, Unity, is he's my second favorite assassin.
I'm helping a group of Delian rebels.
But do they truly need help? Is not the decision to rebel enough to release one from oppression?
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not getting sucked into one of these debates again.
Yet right now there's a situation I would love your opinion on.
Fine.
Soldiers captured the rebel. He stole from the sanctuary to help finance the rebellion. When guards attempted to apprehend the man, he killed one of them.
Murder on Milos. They're probably going to kill him.
Indeed, though it's illegal to end his life here, so he awaits his fate to be transported to Mykonos.
Where do I come in?
Would you say this rebel deserves death? That killing him brings justice?
Ooh, do I fire back another question?
Let me answer that by asking you this.
I'll get to the
What
chat in a
exactly is
second.
justice?
A brilliant question. He stole, which is wrong.
But it was for the freedom of his people, which is right.
He killed a man.
To save his own life.
He broke a sacred law, one he knew honored the gods.
So you're saying he can kill and steal, but stay in the earth and he should have his throat cut.
I am saying nothing, but when we stray from the law, are we not like the animals?
You know my opinion on that. Can I go now?
Of course, of course. There's just one more thing.
There always is.
The rebel is being held north of here in the Estiatorium. They're shipping him to Mykonos tomorrow.
Wait. All this just to convince me to save the man?
Convinced, never. Though I am curious, now that you know where he's held and why, would you save him?
See, with this is something that frustrates me too with these Socrates missions, because if I say no, the mission just doesn't complete. Like, I don't complete the mission. So I can't be like, aha, you're trying to test me here, Socrates, and I have decided that no, I will not help him. Because that would be, you know, that would be the just thing to do, is to allow him to serve out his sentence. If I say no, the mission doesn't end. I just don't complete the mission. That to me is dumb. I feel like if this is a test of wits, because this is supposed to be, you know, the ancient philosopher Socrates, why should I not be allowed to say, no, I do believe that this is the just thing to do, and I will not save him? And then Socrates just be like, okay, I'm interested in your response. Thank you for that. And you end the mission. No, but instead I have to go save him if I want to do the mission.
Sounds like we have a lot in common.
I thought you might, though I have no drachmae to give, only knowledge. Which one should prefer, for it is perpetual, not transitory.
Well, that's something, I think.
The Socratic method. Alright, as I'm walking to this next location, I'll try to address the chat. Hey Bryce, when are you going to start playing Fortnite? Never. Actually, that's not true. I've played it before, and I will probably play it again at some point, but not because I like the game. And it's not going to become something that I do consistently, so no. Oh, we're already close to the target.
The rebel is there.
Okay, so that's the encampment. They're keeping him. Oh gosh, you're getting into like deep mythology. Hold on. I'll check that out in a second. I actually really enjoy studying Greek mythology. Or Roman mythology. They're the same thing. They just named their people differently. There are no other guards within eyesight, so we're just gonna do this. Bonk! Get wrecked. Taking this place by force. Shoot, are the chests outside? They are. What the heck? Okay, I ran right past one of the treasures.
You dogs! Let me go! You'll never get me back to me! Here I will come and kill you all! All back to where you came from.
Alright. Perfect. And now I've completed the area. And now I can let this guy go.
Thank you, Mistios. They were going to kill me, but you killed them first.
There will be more. Hurry, follow me.
I saw you. You loved spilling blood on sacred soil, just like me.
I'm nothing like you. Now shut up and follow me before you get us killed.
Death to our oppressors, and anyone else who tries to claim the Delos Islands. Delians are free.
More Delians will die if you don't shut up.
Silence is what led to this. I'll scream till my lungs bleed, and all soldiers are dead.
Malaka!
Yeah, I'm supposed to be saving this guy, but I do not feel for him at all right now. Pushing people out of your homeland is one thing, but death to my oppressors and, like, killing all of them is like another, like, you know. I don't know. I'm trying to say words. It's kind of working. Wait, what the?
You have a very loud mouth. You could have gotten us both killed.
Then our sacrifice would set fire to the hearts of the rebels. Then cast every non-Delian into the sea for Poseidon to chew up and spit out.
You realize I'm not Delian. The Spartans who fought and died for the rebellion are also not Delian.
Athenians want these islands for our wealth. The Spartans want these islands for Sparta. I won't let them have it. We don't need them. We don't want them. Delians should rule Delos alone. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going straight to Kira. The rebels must leave their caves. The time to attack is now.
Socrates, why are you like this?
Go, and don't come back. Every soldier on Delos will be looking for you.
Let them find me. I already sent one
I
to
almost
his
killed
grave.
this guy
I'd love
on the
to send
spot. I
another.
really wanted to. Can I kill him after the fact? The poison's gonna get him. Yep. Haha! Well, you're dead now, so I did both options. I told him to leave, and then he said he was gonna kill everyone anyway, so he's dead now. So there's a mission, like, right here. What is this mission? Is this an island mission, or is it a person mission? Nah, it's an island mission. I don't want to do that. Working on people missions. Rumor has it they're gonna open up cross-platforming for Fortnite. You'll play duos with me. Alright, if they do that, maybe.
Thelos sets my heart at ease. So tell me, how was your encounter with the rebellious prisoner?
You never told me he was an extremist lunatic.
But who am I to judge what is too much or too crazy? Are we not both at some point or another?
He would have thrown you and your philosophies into the sea.
Perhaps when I was thinner, both in weight and philosophy. So, tell me, were you able to resolve the situation without bloodshed?
The rebel had guards. I relieved them.
Interesting. You thought the life of a thief and a murderer was
No.
worth more than that of
False.
soldiers doing their
You
duty.
I wasn't even thinking about him, to be
You
honest.
sent me in
And
there.
what of the rebel?
So the game did pick up that I killed him. I saved him. The rebel died.
He's dead. Probably for the best.
Best for Thelos? Best for the rebellion? Or best for you?
Yes.
Our choices are like ripples on water. They seem tiny and insignificant at the beginning, but they can become devastating tidal waves by the time they run their course.
It's a pleasure, Socrates. I can always count on you to give me a devastating headache.
The pleasure is mine, Alexios. Hope to see you around the symposiums again.
Don't hold your breath.
Okay. So are there going to be more Socrates missions? Because I already did quite a few. Right? Okay, so there's Kira. Oh, excuse me. I feel like he was island hopping, so something tells me... I don't know if that's the end of his line or not. Ooh, what's this? Yes. That's Odessa. That's the one mission that I'm not gonna go back and do. Oh, this looks new. Nope. Agripos. Epi. Gosh dang it, now I feel like I gotta look through all of these again, because I don't know. I don't know. Also, I never went to Thessos? Thessos? I'm gonna assume is how that's pronounced. Petrified Islands. Those are all island missions, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I think that actually might have been the end of the Socrates missions. Because I don't see another one. Unless that's one. No, Pirate Islands. I think that's it. I think that's it for the Socrates missions. Because these are just all island missions. I'm not mistaken. So I guess the Odessa missions? Oh my god. There's like 3 here. Can I please just... Gosh dang it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks like that's it for Socrates. Wait. What's that? Oh, it's one of those... Okay. I don't want to do that. Well, alrighty then. I guess we move on to the Odessa missions. Because I'm not seeing any more Socrates. At least for now. So let's jump here and I'll try to address the chat as we're fast traveling. Okay. The Socratic method is the last. Sweet. Thank you, Shy. Like, what would I do? What would I do without Shy being here to give me all the information? I should probably actually look these up before I just jump headlong into them, you know? Like the Alcibiades missions, I didn't know which would be the last, and of course I didn't know which would be the last for Socrates either, so whatever. Anyway, so Shy was saying, I feel that when everything went bad and war began with all the gods, Kronos got fed up with it and was able to shift the flow of time to scatter the gods among a timeline, causing a sort of godless period, which is when the Great Flood, Noah's Ark would have taken place, began happening as the planet was trying to recover and find equilibrium, since it has always been controlled by the gods. My own idea, not writing anywhere. That's an interesting way to look at it. Like the whole world reset that happens there. Kind of a blending of cultures and understandings there. There is a mercenary here who I'm just going to go ahead and kill.